Okay, so since we talked about JasmyCoin in the previous video, as you can see, we got this small bounce followed by this move on the downside. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about these moves and I'm going to tell you why there is a chance that we are going to have at least another move up in Jasmy in the short term. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And I think we are seeing a bullish sign here. Let's go around here first. You see, if you want to argue, for example, we are going to have maybe our final bottom around here. Maybe this is like a very important support. Then, okay, you must be able to find off of the lowest low in this region, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. The rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4 and in any kind of impulsive structure. Wave 3 should not be the smallest wave, and for our sub waves, we must be able to find 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. Let's change the colors to yellow. There we go. Another 5 up into wave 3, and our final 5 wave into 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different scenarios. Let's say, yeah, ABC down into wave 4 and a WXY into wave 2. Understood? Okay, now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening, and can we identify an impulse in here? Maybe it's best to go on 15-minute chart. So I can tell you, starting from the lowest low down here, we may have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, and maybe, yep, the end of our wave 4 is going to be in here. Doesn't really matter. After it, we are having probably a WXY in form of a double zigzag, and this can be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, correction down. This time, I think we may have an ABC structure, and this can be a 1, 2, and then wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5 in form of an ending diagonal. And on a higher degree, we may have in JasmyCoin complete sub waves for a 5 wave on the upside, which is, in my books at least, definitely a good sign. Now, question, what happens after a 5 wave up? You know it if you are a regular viewer. If we want to be bullish, we must have a move down in form of a correction structure. And I can't actually tell you, maybe we are having in this phase down an ABC zigzag. You see, in a zigzag, sub waves are going to be like this: 5 down into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry about that one. Okay, correction for wave B. Let's say this time a WXY, and then another 5 down into wave C. And let's go on the live chart and see, do we have the sub waves or not? So here's the thing, when you go on some lower time frames, you can absolutely 100% find a 1, 2 big move down into wave 3, correction for 4, another move down into wave 5. Also, in this move down, starting from here to about this low, I think we can argue this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on a higher degree, I believe we may have an ABC structure in form of a zigzag. So what do we have in here? Probably, again, there is no certainty in any market. We are only talking about probabilities, but it seems like that we may have 5 wave up, correction down, and what's gonna happen next? Hopefully another move on the upside in JasmyCoin. Now, I would like to suggest to just wait a little bit more and see a move up in order to take the height of our B leg about, let's say, like 1.7.5 cents. Why is that? Because that is going to kind of, in my opinion at least, confirm the fact that we are having an ABC structure or a WXY, generally some sort of a corrective movement. And from here, you can expect another move up in order to take the highest high about, let's say, 1.82 cents. And maybe we're going to go a bit higher than that. And a much more bullish sign in Jasmy is going to be a move up in an attempt to take this important major pivot high, which is going to be somewhere around, let's say, like 2.1 cents. So if you care about what is happening in the short term, I think we may have a bit of a bullish setup. And for the next 24 to about 48 hours, hopefully we are going to see another move up But if you do not want to be involved in this kind of price action, okay, just wait a bit more and see a move on the upside. And in that move, you must see JasmyCoin taking this important high, about 2.1 cents. And at that point, you can be optimistic with a hell of a lot of more confidence. Now, in terms of what is happening overall in the crypto market, I also see some optimistic signs suggesting we are indeed in a correction structure. In this chart, the purple line is the Bitcoin's price chart and the white line is open interest. And as you can see, whenever we were somewhere around the red area, meaning we were basically over leveraged in Bitcoin, that did kind of mark a local top for us. On the other hand, whenever we were around the green area, meaning we were kind of in a deleveraging situation, that previously did mark some sort of a local bottom. And where are we right now? We are at the moment around the green area, which suggests in BTC, we are probably going to form some sort of a bottom. Does this mean that we have actually hit our final bottom already? No, definitely not. But it does suggest that in BTC, downsides are going to be kind of limited. And for example, we really do not have to be worried about having a lot of leverage in the market. It seems like that we definitely do not have that, which is absolutely an optimistic sign. So in Bitcoin, now we are seeing some good signs, and I just want to see another move up in BTC and also in JasmyCoin in order for me to say, you know what, maybe we have hit our final bottom right in here. Now, what happens if we get, for example, something like this, a move down in order to take this low? Taking this low to me doesn't really matter a whole lot. What really matters, we talked about this subject before, is what's going to happen to this chart, JasmyCoin relative to Bitcoin. And as long as in this chart, we are not having a break of this unbelievably important support area from weekly and daily time frame at the same time, I can remain optimistic and say, maybe we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into an A leg, followed by that. This is probably an ABC, I would say, in form of a flatter structure into RB. And what's going to happen, according to my primary scenario, another move up into our C leg. And in this phase, we are going to have probably, I would say, about a 10 cents JasmyCoin just for the first target. So for me, and again, this is just for me, I'm having my eyes on this unbelievably important level on JasmyCoin versus BTC's chart. And what's going to happen in JasmyCoin versus US dollar at the moment, at least, doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Jasmy's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.